Welcome back to another closeout convo. It has been a little while. I took a short hiatus from the closeout convos for just over a month. The last time that I was on here was when I was in New Hampshire, recapping the marathon that I had just finished. And I decided to take a short break just because I was feeling a little bit burnt out with the closeout combos. And in addition to that, there was not too much to talk about, honestly. I was just doing mileage week after week, nothing necessarily worth note within those weeks, just my typical mileage. But I decided now would be a good time to come back and talk about my December challenge, or I guess the lack thereof, a December challenge. Because after thinking about it pretty much all week, I've decided that I am not going to do a December challenge. Throughout the entire 100-mile week streak, really back to 3 years ago, I've done at least some kind of challenge or attempted some kind of challenge literally like every month. One time in the month, every month. But this month, my plan was to do the Waterloo Pinckney Trail, which if you are from the Chelsea, Dexter, Pinckney, even Ann Arbor area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is a 35-mile long trail route going from Silver Lake near Pinckney, all the way to Portage Lake near Grass Lake. So, I have done that one before. That was in October of 2022. But this time I was going to go for the fastest known time, which is 4:59 and change, something. It's just under 5 hours, unsupported, by Chaz Hornberg. Shout out to him. I have never met him, but we just know each other through Strava. Anyway, my goal was to go for that. I felt like it was doable. It is a fast time, especially on those trails, which can be technically difficult. But I was going to go for that until about 2 weeks ago when I was like, okay, I did plan on doing this in December, which I knew was a risk with doing it in months where it snows. Because if you've tried to run on trails when it is snowy, it's very difficult. So, I was banking on the fact that maybe it would get a little bit a little bit warmer to melt the snow by the time that I was actually going out there. I felt like we had had some mild Decembers with not much snow and not super cold the last few years. So I was banking on that being the case again this year. And my plan was to do it either tomorrow, which would be Monday the 15th, or Tuesday the 16th. Either one of those days, whichever day looked better, weather-wise. However, I will not be doing that. Mainly because it is going to be in the single digits for degrees, and also there will still be several inches of snow on the ground. I have no idea how the trails looked. 2 weeks ago, I did a trail run, and it was right after that snow, at like around Thanksgiving. It was almost impossible to run on. So it would be pointless for me to go out there and try to run 35 miles, and I would not be able to do it fast. There's just no way that it would happen. So I think I'm going to save that for the spring. I don't know exactly which month, but I also felt like I had earned some time off because I have gone 11 for 11 on challenges this year. Going back, some months I don't do something super crazy. For example, January, I counted the challenge as the Hillsdale Mile, the Adrian College team. If you're watching this, will maybe remember that. Where I did the mile, I think I ran like 4:54. It wasn't like crazy fast, but I counted that as a challenge because it was a busy month and I couldn't really get around to doing much. But then in February, I did 42 miles on the treadmill at Adrian College. So completed that one. Some of these, my goal is to just complete it. Some of them, it's in a certain amount of time. But then moving on to March, this one, the goal was just to complete it. 50 miles, which I did in Ohio. I did a 50-mile race, 25 miles out and back. That went okay. I felt like I could have run faster because by the end I was falling apart. But the only goal was to get it done because I had never run 50 miles. April, Boston Marathon. Wanted to run fast, went 2:44, was happy with that. Did it in a step down style, 1:24, then 1:20, second half. May, I resumed running across the state and split it up into different days. And that one went super well too. Only goal was to finish that. Did that throughout the month of May. Then June, did the Maryland Marathon. July, GLR is always July. August was the cities run, where I did alphabetical cities in Michigan. And then September, South Carolina Marathon. October was the big one that was kind of the make or break all year, was October, which was running from the big house to Spartan Stadium, which I did with the assistance of my 3-man crew. Could not have done it without them. And it was amazing. Because I redeemed myself from last year, and it was just a great feeling. Running 60 miles, 10 miles further than I had ever gone, and felt like I broke kind of a new barrier, which was great. And then November, did the New Hampshire Marathon. And then December, I had planned on doing Waterloo Pinckney, but we're just going to leave it. I did think about, well, wouldn't you want to go 12 for 12? You've done all 11 without dropping. But I decided just to let it go. To kind of celebrate, I guess, throughout this month. And just kind of take it easy. I might do a few workouts. I might do a few long runs. I still have 2 runs to go. I'm recording this in the morning, on Sunday morning. 8.5 mile run and then like a 9.5 mile run. And it is not very warm out. But looking forward to doing both of those. And I'll keep doing the closeout combos. I still have not decided what I want to do for January. I think I'm leaning towards doing a 5K race on the track and just seeing how it goes against the Adrian College guys. And maybe with Brett, a former Adrian runner. And then February, the next few months, not entirely sure. But the closeout combos will be either every Sunday, every other Sunday, for the time being, moving forward. But no challenge in December. Have come to peace with that decision and feel good about it. And yeah, thanks for checking back in. Hope you've been well in the last month while I've not been doing the closeout combos. Been a very busy time for me, but looking forward to resuming. I'll basically start recapping my week and talking about what I got for the future. So, yeah. Have a good rest of your day.